Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
It's that Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the boy cut.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio. Presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette. And online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
The week was good.
Yeah, good.
You have a good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw. Not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Terrio around third. He heads for home. Here's the throw. He is safe. Tigers win. Go. Reload. Get the boy cut.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Londra Villarreal. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bruh.
Yo, bro.
What up, what up, what up?
What's happening?
Fired up, dude. Going into Tiger Stadium tomorrow.
That's huge.
Last time I was there was the Western Kentucky game. Worst Tiger Stadium experience literally in my life.
It's going to be lit.
And I was there in
tomorrow.
'94 when they lost to Southern Miss.
I went to a track meet at LSU last week. The music in Tiger Stadium during the track meet had me going. So I'm jealous. I think you're going to have a good time.
Was it so Tigers practice Saturday in Tiger Stadium. Lane Kiffin is opening the practice to media.
Turn up.
We'll have to watch from the press box, which is fine.
It's fine.
We'll be covered. The one complicating factor is what you don't think about is you're far away. So you got to have binoculars.
Yeah.
Because you are far away. And you're trying to chart things, right?
Yeah, of
You need
course.
jersey numbers. There's no PA announcer. There's no big screen. To
Dixon's not there? He's not going?
No. Well, he might be there, but he's not going to be, piping in. Jace Brown on the reception.
Could you maybe get Dixon to do it, but
No.
just not over the loudspeaker?
I'm not interested.
Okay.
Not interested in that. Nope.
Okay.
I'd rather just be up there, binoculars, chart, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom.
Do you have a spotter?
I will be my spotter.
Do you need a spotter?
I'll be my spotter.
I know, but could you use one?
You're not invited.
I'm just asking
You're
if
not
it
a
would
credentialed
it
member of the media.
would-
You're
would
not
it-
invited.
Would it make your job easier if you had a spotter? Maybe
I don't think you
maybe
would.
another set of
You
set of eyes.
You came one time.
Just another set of
Do
eyes.
you remember when you came to that practice that Saturday morning in Tiger Stadium? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
You came to that practice. It was a year or two ago, and you showed up, and they were doing their whole calisthenics, and then their individuals.
Oh, yeah.
And we were thinking it was going to be a scrimmage, and they did 11 on 11 scrimmage periods later.
So
but you sat there for about 30, 45 minutes watching the things that we always watch.
Dumb.
People think it's glamorous. It ain't glamorous.
No, it's dumb.
Practice.
I did stay long enough, though, to watch who was the backup quarterback?
I don't know.
Throw ground balls to the receivers.
No. That was last year.
Oh, that was the spring game.
That was last year. Yes, when you got to watch.
He was literally throwing
Michael.
short hops. It's like he was throwing it to the shortstop to work on his picks at second base.
Say friend. I would just like to, that was Van Buren. And I left that. And I think I can go look at a text message from you.
Yeah, bro.
And I try to tell people throughout fall camp last year about Van Buren. And you can convince yourself to believe whatever you want. Then you go see it with your own eyes against air, and you're like, that ain't great. Well, you got to see it the final month of the season. You realize, yeah, that wasn't great. So, point for Scone. I need him whenever I can get him.
Yeah, bro. Practice tomorrow, huh? So is it going to be calisthenics or is this like a real thing?
Well, I think we're going to get to see more team periods. So, like,
Okay.
they let us out there to watch, 5 periods.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 25 minutes that we get, but it's 1 11 on 11 and then individuals.
Okay.
So tomorrow, in theory, I hope we get to see some 7 on 7, 11 on 11, so I could see a little bit more material of the team stuff. It'd give us a better sense of what we've been watching. So I'm excited about it, except, like, the thing is, you don't need to go watch practice. Like, that's why we have a job. Like, let me go watch. Like, you go enjoy your Saturday. I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna have all my notes. I'll be there. Hunt will be there. Marlo will be there.
Yeah.
We'll have it all done, and then we'll let you know what you need to know.
Tell us about it. Okay.
You don't need to go waste your Saturday morning watching practice.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
yeah. Okay.
How's your week?
Week's been good.
Yeah.
Been really good. It's beautiful
Good.
weather.
Love that. Yeah.
I mean,
so good. 80 degrees, sunny.
Easter Sunday was fabulous.
Yeah.
We went to New Iberia.
The Berry, turn up.
We had our annual Easter wiffle ball game.
Okay, who won?
My team won. We played 2 games. I actually played this year because my child, Houston, was running his mouth a little bit too much, so I decided to play. And then I had a couple nephews that thought it would be a smart idea to poke the bear a little bit.
Like, they don't realize you played Major League Baseball?
I guess not.
It's like, if you, even on your worst day, you're a million times better than them, even at 20.
All of them. Yeah.
You're 45, and you're
46.
still, 46 in December, yeah. December 7th, 1979. Shout out. What's my birthday?
I'm not a birthday guy.
See,
You know that.
See, Alondra?
I'm not.
You see this? I just went, boom.
I don't know my kids'
December
birthdays.
7th, 1979. Know his birthday like that.
I don't know my kids' birthdays.
We've been friends for how long, and you still don't know my birthday? Month? I'll settle for the month.
May. I don't know my kids' birthdays. I mean, look, you shouldn't get upset about that. I mean, it's in my phone, so when it's your birthday, I call you. My phone reminds me of that stuff.
You didn't even know the month. Should I be offended by this?
October.
Like, literally one of my
October.
one of my best friends in the world right here.
I'd be offended.
Oh, come on. I don't remember that stuff.
By the way, shout out to my brother-in-law, Jeff Delafano, turned 53 today,
Shout out.
Birthday, Jeff.
April 10th.
Love Jeff.
Trying to get Jeff to come with us to the fights tomorrow. Jeff and I, we go to MMA. We were in Houston a month ago for the UFC fights.
Yeah, Jeff will go. He's always down.
Unless
for
if he's
the
doing
fight.
something for his birthday, because people celebrate birthdays and you remember your friends' birthdays.
Let's see when your birthday is. I got it in my phone, I think.
Why don't you just do your letter?
It's just a birthday.
We're 9 minutes after the hour already.
Dear golf.
It's right to golf.
Masters. The Masters are currently happening.
Dear golf.
This letter's going to golf.
Dear golf.
So every TV that I've walked around today, the Masters has been on.
Yeah.
CV has a Masters hat on top of his head right now.
He's
Locked in.
I walked into the bullpen. Cade has an office over there. I walk in the bullpen. Cade's sitting in one of the desks. I'm like, CV, what you doing? He goes, just waiting on Candace to go. No, and it's like, what are you doing sitting in here right now? Where you literally, I look at, he's got the Masters on.
I told him hello like I always do, and he's like, hey, man, what's going on? Normally, I said, CV, what's happening? He goes, He was locked. I've never been a Masters guy, Matt. And I have no intention of ever going to the Masters because I think golf is boring. I don't think it's a fun sport to play or do. I actually don't think it's a sport. And anyone that can play and be good at golf, anyone can do that if they practice enough. That's kind of my thing with golf. I don't really think it's like I don't think it takes any athletic ability first to play golf. It does take some skill, I'll give you that. And skill is something that can be developed no matter what your ability. That I think is a truth. Okay. Unless you have some sort of disability that you whatever. But even if you do have a disability, I think you could still play the game of golf.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not the highest level, but you can still do it. I do believe this to be a fact, Matthew, there, buddy. I think golf is for people that weren't quite good enough to do anything else.
Okay.
Like when they're young. And I also think that for old people, and it's okay, but golf is to stay active and kind of hang out with your buddies. And it's very similar to pickleball.
Okay.
And I think it's also very similar to billiards, pool. Probably the better analogy. Golf and pool are
okay.
kind of the same
Games
thing.
of skill.
They're kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too much ability to play either one of those things, and you can do it. I think this to be a truth also, Matt. I think golf is a selfish sport.
Okay.
If you're going to take 4 hours and go do something, I think you're robbing your loved ones of valuable time. I think to play 18 holes, it takes half a day. And just me, Rye, loves his family and friends more than I do trying to hit a golf ball straight.
What about when Big Bad Rye Guy decides to wake up and go sit in a deer stand all day?
My family can do that with me. They like that.
They don't.
I can enjoy it. They do.
Sometimes, not all the time. And by the way, they can come ride with you in the cart.
But they don't like that. They don't want to do that. It's boring. They don't
that's
like
their
golf.
fault.
They think golf is dumb.
I think sitting in a deer stand is dumb.
Well, let me just say this, Matt. If you could make a career out of this, which these guys obviously in the Masters do, then I'm kind of okay with it. That's one thing. But it's the weekend warriors that aren't making any money by going out there. What I think's happening is I think they're hiding from their families. They don't want to be good present friends or family members. I'm
gonna disagree with you on this
well,
one. This
I mean,
is good because there's lots of people who have hobbies. You hunt and fish and do stupid things that I think are stupid and waste of time.
with my family.
But it's what you want to do. But you don't do it with your family.
Oh yeah. I include them.
You don't do it with your family, and there are plenty of people who do include their families. Husbands and wives go and golf together. Dads and sons go and golf together the same way they hunt and fish.
I mean, you could drive by the U Club any time of the day, and you're going to see middle-aged men hiding from their wives
And
and
then
skipping work.
Sometimes wives like to go play tennis and have lunch with their tennis partners and whatever. Champagne brunch.
The argument of skill versus athleticism definitely does come into play when you talk about golf.
I'm with you on that. But the whole wasting the time thing, that's...
Oh, it's a.
I'm not going to tell someone what to do with their time
Yeah,
or
but
their money.
to me, it's lazy, it's rude, it's selfish. That's just my opinion.
Same as hunting and fishing.
Unless you're doing it with those ones that you love.
Which you could do with golf as well.
You could. I don't.
And there's people who hunt and fish without their family.
But see, the argument would be this.
It's literally the same thing.
I mean,
it's something that costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time. You can do with your family, but a lot of people choose not to.
The argument
that is indisputable.
I would say that most choose not to.
No, it is indisputable.
Like I think it's very rare you see a couple's golf trip. Like that's not a thing.
That's not true at all. Back it up with statistics, but what I just said is indisputable. What you are saying is disputable. You can play golf with your family just like you can hunt and fish with your family, and there are those that choose not to.
Let me say this though, Matt. The Masters are stupid.
Okay.
Nobody likes pimento cheese. It's disgusting. And I don't care if it costs $1.50 at the Masters because that was the price in 1995 or whenever it was. Pimento cheese is gross. Okay. The caddies, they look stupid. They wear white jumpsuits. They look like painters. Every single one of them, they look absolutely ridiculous running around the middle of the Masters, picturesque, beautiful scene, and then you got the white painter suits running around.
Yeah,
I think that's dumb.
they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
If you win the Masters, you get the famous
green jacket.
Yeah. Which is very cool. I think that is a cool tradition. But what is not cool is that you get the jacket for a year, and then you got to give it back.
It just stays at the it stays at the clubhouse.
That's right. It's not your jacket. You're just borrowing it for a year. I think that's stupid.
Okay.
You could go get a fake one made. It's not the real thing. I don't like that. I think you should be able to keep it. So that's dumb. Let's see here.
What about the Stanley Cup?
No cell phones.
What about Stanley Cup? Same thing.
I know.
It is the same thing.
Yeah, Stanley Cup is the same thing. They do cool stuff with the Stanley Cup though.
So?
Yeah.
But you get it for a year and then you don't even
Stanley
get it
Cup
back.
is not a personalized.
Doesn't
Now
matter.
you do get to put your name on it though. They put their names on it. Yeah, I got to think about that one. The no cell phone thing is stupid.
Just poking holes in all your stupid.
In
arguments here today.
2026, I think phones are part of people's lives. You should be allowed to have your cell phone. You can have your phone in church, but you can't have it at Masters. So I think what the folks at the Masters are saying that golf is more important than church, and I think that's a stupid thing to say. That's basically what they said. Which goes along with the narrative that people that golf are selfish and stupid. And so I will not be watching the Masters because I got better things to do, like be a good dad and husband and friend. And so maybe it's about time for some of you selfish clowns to look in the mirror and stop playing golf and watching golf. Sincerely, Ryan.
So after further review, we'll do Kick Rocks. When we come back, stick around, AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Goodwood, Men's Sexual Wellness, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. You know what I'm noticing a ton, and I'm very happy about this, is how many people are asking me about peptides now.
Oh, we need to talk about peptides.
Every day people ask me about peptides now. And the thing I'm really glad about is there's there's good information that's getting out there, and barriers are being broken with things like hormone replacement therapy and peptides, things that have been around, have been helping people forever, but whatever stigma might have existed is starting to be lifted. The bottom line is, you want to be healthy, you want to live your best, most vital life, allow your body to function at its fullest. There are safe, affordable ways to do that. And Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness is a great way. Yes, funny logo, funny name, I get it all. Stuff. They do ED treatments. If you have ED, they can help you. But HRT, peptide therapy, so many ways to help you live and feel your best life. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs.
Friday AFR, we're presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. I have to get on by Don Juan. Need to go stock that humidor. Don Juan's a great spot, man. Have you a cocktail, a little craft beer, enjoy a cigar, watch the Masters. They'll have the Masters on all the TVs there at Don Juan this weekend. Ryan will be there watching the Masters. Then pop on next door to Don Juan Cigar Company. Largest walk-in humidor in the state of Louisiana. How about that?
The place is awesome.
Yes. And they'll have the Masters on this weekend.
Won't be watching that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be watching the Masters either. I'll be watching LSU baseball this weekend. Tomorrow I'll be at football practice. I'll watch LSU baseball. I'll check the scores. If Sunday's interesting at the Masters, whenever the LSU baseball game ends on Sunday, I'll turn it on. I'm just not the guy that's going to lock into it. I just take exception with you crushing people who like to golf. If that's what you want to do with your spare time, that's fine. There's lots of you spend a lot of time at a deer stand and on a boat. There's no difference. It's just what you like to do. Some people like to go golf, and that's fine. You want to take some time and go do that? Go do that. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
You want to be a terrible friend and family member, and
what does that say about you?
It's on you. I do those things. I choose to do those things with my people.
Yeah. What about people that go golf with their children or golf with their significant other?
Then I'm okay with those people.
Perfect. That's all I needed.
But that's all I
needed.
That's not most of the people.
And most of the people I know don't go hunting with their wives and kids and all that stuff. They go with their buddies to the camp and they drink whiskey and they shoot guns and that's man. And I know plenty of people who go golf with their kids. So in next month, speaking of golf, so because of my back issues.
Wait, is your back hurting again?
I'm good. I'm good right now.
Okay.
I went and so I've been doing BPC 157 for about 6 months now. It's a peptide. It's been incredibly helpful. Got it. Goodwood. Shout out yourgoodwood.com. It has been incredibly helpful. It's a peptide that helps regenerate and heal tissue, muscle, different things like that. So I inject locally in my back area every day, and it's been amazing. But today I went and saw Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions, and I told her, I was like, I need to come every week for like the next 6 weeks, because so my brother-in-law James, my nephew Eli, shout out, they do a father-son trip in the summer. So remember last year they went to Boston, invited me to come.
That's right.
So Drew is not ever going to be able to do stuff like that or be interested. So that's very kind of them to include me. So it was awesome, man. I get to go with my brother-in-law, my nephew, who I love dearly, and so we got to go. So we went to Fenway last year and did a cool thing. Went up to Bar Harbor, Maine. Great trip. Well, this year we're doing Arizona, so we're going to go watch the Diamondbacks. So we're going to see Diamondbacks, Nats. I hope Cruz. We picked that because Cruz. I hope Cruz is back up. You think he'll be up?
When is it?
It's the end of May.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty good. I talked to him last week.
So last summer, we did AFR. We did like an LSU night at the Astros game when they played the Nats, and we got seats in right field, thinking we're going to get to see Cruz, and he was injured, so he didn't play. And now we plan this trip to go to Arizona against the Nationals to see Cruz, and he's down like, am I ever going to get to see this guy play a big league game? What are we doing? So anyway, but all that to say, so we booked a round of golf for me, James, and Eli.
Okay.
At the place in Scottsdale where they do the Waste Management Open. the 16th, which is the big party hole where they built the whole arena around the whatever. So it's a significant green fee. It's not gonna break me, but it's like for what you would spend to play around a golf.
You ain't going to Webb.
If you're casual. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Webb. Shout out to the Breck courses around here. So, but anyway, I told Chris, I was like, I need to be able to, and I haven't played a round of golf in a couple of years just because the rotation hurts my back.
You need to be right.
So, like, I need to really train myself over the next 6 weeks to be able to play a round of golf and not be debilitated. Yeah. So I went and saw Crystal Poshi over at Restored Motions today. She's like, here's what I need you to do. You're going to come every Friday, but I need you to, on Thursdays, I need you to go swing a golf club. So I'm going to go to the driving range, I'm going to hit balls on Thursdays, and then go see her Friday so then she can fix me to see what I'm doing, right? So it makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Big shout out to Crystal. Huh. She's awesome. New location, by the way. If y'all have heard me talk about Crystal, she's now on Old Jefferson, near where Old Jefferson meets Highland. So Highland and Airline, she's like right by there. So Southeast Baton Rouge now, great location. Was there today. First time I was at the new spot. It's awesome.
I need to go check her out.
Cool story. There was a guy that texted me on my text line. He was like, it was like 2 Mondays ago, and he said, he's like, Matt, I've heard you talk about this person that does, this is like an unsolicited, unpaid thing. But anyway, he's like, I heard you talk, but someone needs to hear this. So I heard you talk about this person that does therapy, whatever. He's like, this was a Monday. He's like, my daughter's getting married Saturday. I threw out my back. I need to walk her down the aisle. Like, what do I do? I said, well, first of all, call your doctor and get a Medrol dose pack immediately. Trust me, I've been down this road many times. Like, get a Medrol dose pack. Do not get a steroid shot. Get the Medrol dose pack. I was like, and then go see Crystal. So he booked a session with Crystal. He was, I guess it was like the Tuesday, whatever that was that week. And he texted me. He's like, thank you so much. Crystal got me standing again, and I was able to walk my daughter down the aisle and enjoy the wedding. Like,
same story with the lady that cuts my hair. I did the exact same thing.
What?
Exactly what you just said. She wasn't walking her daughter down the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
Back was hurting, told her to call Crystal, bada boom, bada bing. Now she gave me a good haircut.
Yeah, she's awesome. Shout out Crystal Poshi. RestoredMotions.com. She's awesome. If you don't call Crystal, and if you crap on people that like to play golf,
it's tired, bro.
You can kick rocks. Kick rocks.
It's tired.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
A perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah, okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
It's happened a few times on this show, this segment, that I've gone after a group and it was unwarranted.
Oh. Like when you went after golfers?
And I'm going to right that wrong right here today.
Let's go.
Yep. First, I want to give a hug to the LA DOTD.
Oh, what? Did they fix Lavo Lane?
And my guy, Glenn Leday.
There's no way they fixed it.
Shout out.
I was at Lavo Lane on Wednesday. They have not fixed Lavo Lane yet.
And I'm going to tell you why. But shout out to Glenn Leday and the good folks at LA DOTD for all the fine work they're doing amongst Baton Rouge.
Not doing it.
Primarily the PQ exit.
Nope.
DTD can kick rocks.
Department of Transportation.
Kick rock.
Are they the ones responsible for Lavo?
That's right. Not DOTD. They're wonderful. They're actually the best. The folks at DTD who are trying to confuse themselves with DOTD that harassed my group over at Parrish, DTD.
That was DTD?
That was DTD. Shame on me.
Who's the head of Department of Transportation and Development?
And drainage.
Oh.
Shame on me for not looking into this more.
You can kick rocks.
I can kick rocks for not
Get
doing
on down
that.
the road and kick rocks.
Hey, DTD. Fix the potholes on Lavo Lane.
All I see is DOTD.
My wife can't even drive down the road.
All I see is DOTD.
You're responsible for that road.
I don't think there's a difference.
Fix the road.
All I see is DOTD.
Oh, there's a difference.
I don't think so.
Oh, there's a difference. It's not his road. It's not their road.
I think your guy was just trying to throw you off the scent.
Nope.
What's your guy's
Nope.
name?
Nope.
What's your guy's
Nope.
name?
I've done my research on this.
What's your guy's name?
Glenn Leday.
Hey, Glenn.
Nope. Nope.
Kick
nope.
rocks.
Nope.
And
nope,
kick
nope.
rocks for deceiving Ryan and telling him there's
He
something
did not.
different between DOTD and D. I'm looking it up right now.
I'm gonna
I
kick
asked him
rocks.
Louisiana DOTD. DT. He said, did you mean DT? DOTD?
Nope. Hold on.
Is it Department of Transformation and Drainage?
Yep. Maybe something like that. All right, here we go. We got action.
See, this is the city of Baton Rouge Transportation and Drainage. That's not the state. Is
Yeah.
that
That's who can kick rocks.
all right? Well, the city of Baton Rouge, not
Get
it's
on
not
down
the
the
State
road
Department.
and kick rocks.
Here we go. Fred Rayford.
Oh, I love Fred.
What is he in charge of?
Fred is
Then he can kick rocks.
Fred's awesome.
He might be awesome. What he's not awesome at is fixing the potholes on Lavo Lane.
Fred is the director of transportation and drainage.
They can kick rocks.
Okay.
Their road.
Kick rocks.
Hey, Fred. I'm gonna call Fred after this. I've known Fred for 25 years.
He's probably a wonderful
And
guy.
he's an awesome dude. I'm gonna tell Fred used to come into the Ed Bug show with a yellow legal pad. People would call in and say the stop sign at the corner of,
And he would write it down.
and he'd write it down, and he would get it fixed.
Well, I hope he has his legal path when you call it, because
I love
can't-
Fred Rayford. Shout out Fred. Hey,
He's-
Fred, come fix Lavo Lane.
Please, bro.
And your guy,
And Glenn, my bad. That's on
No,
me,
Glenn
dog.
can kick
no,
rocks.
No, that's on me.
Glenn can
Kick
kick rocks.
rocks.
Kick
That is
rocks,
on-
Glenn.
No.
He can give you. I'm telling
No.
you to kick rocks.
No.
Come fix Lavo Lane.
No, that's on me. Shout out Glenn for the Piku exit. I do want to give a hug.
I'm not all about the Piku exit. All that's done is screwed up Highlands exit even
No,
more.
no.
Since Piku opened, Highlands been awful.
No, because I can get out of my house and get to the interstate, and it is wonderful.
Bull crap.
I love it. E-Bike of Baton Rouge gets a hug. My daughter, Macy, is not a very good driver of vehicles or scooters. We bought her a scooter. She wrecked it multiple times. She sent Jonna a picture with her elbows scraped
Macy
up,
Marie, what up?
and her face was scraped up because she fell
What now?
in between
Macy?
Lockett and somewhere
no.
else.
Macy, what are you doing, baby?
She can't drive.
Come on.
But Chris and Janelle at E-Bike of Baton Rouge said, you know what, I got you.
Oh, man.
I'll fix the high boy. So shout out, Macy.
God.
Sweetheart, I love you. But
What's e-bike?
E-Bike, so they sell electric bikes.
Oh, it's an electric bike. Okay.
Yeah.
So Macy got an electric bike.
A scooter,
She's going to wreck that, too.
bro. The guy was like, Chris.
10
Chris,
out of 10, she's wrecking.
Chris goes, hey, man, did she wreck this thing? The wheel's facing one way. The handlebars are facing the other. Like, ooh.
Ooh, big guy.
The umpires.
Macy wrecked an e-bike.
She sent John a picture. She was
Bro.
she FaceTimed John and she was crying.
Your children are literally the sweetest humans I've ever met. Y'all did an amazing job.
She can't drive.
But their ability to drive, y'all did a terrible job teaching them how to drive.
Coach, Houston's truck
Houston
looked like
hit a truck in a parked car in a parking lot in front of Michael's.
his truck looked like a crumpled up piece of loose leaf paper like a week after
my
he got it.
How's Georgia? Can she drive?
She hit my house the first day she got her truck, her Tahoe. She did. She had the nicest car in the family. She ran into the side of the
Why
house.
did you get your child a Tahoe?
It's a good
Get her
deal.
a sedan.
Yeah, it's a
Something
good deal.
small.
She's the last one. She gets what she wants.
Oh, man.
Have you been watching any MLB?
Well, Yankees.
Yeah. The overturn calls?
Yeah,
This?
I love it.
Love it. It's
God,
the
I love
best.
it so much.
You know who can kick rocks?
All the umpires.
The
who were
stupid
terrible,
umpires.
Which I've been saying for, by the way, who came into the goal?
You didn't want it. I didn't want it.
You didn't want
I
it.
didn't want it.
You didn't want
But
the
now I want
ABS.
it. I want it. They are so bad.
And the
Get on down the road and
shall
kick rocks.
set you free.
I'm in. And they keep this, and then they get pissed
When they get challenged.
when they get challenged.
How about your boy?
Here's what I'm proposing. You ready? We should be able to kick the umpires out, the players. You know what, bro? You're pissed about this. You're out of here. We don't need you anymore. Also, you know
I
what?
cannot. I'm gonna go find.
No. I'm
I wanna
admitting
go
it.
Find.
I'm righting 2 wrongs today.
I want to go find clips of you staunchly advocate. No, we need imperfection. Now here you are. We got to go. Hurry up.
You know what else kick rocks?
You, because you're taking forever. Come on.
College for not having ABS.
Let's go.
Kick
Those
rocks.
umpires stink. Okay, that's it.
We're brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. Name brand tires at wholesale prices. If you're like the Terrios and you wreck all your vehicles, bring it to Shawbill. Well, they're not a body shop, but what they will do is rotate your tires. They'll do an alignment, which you're probably going to need. You'll need an alignment, don't you?
They've never changed the oil in their tires, in their cars either.
Oh, my God. Yo, and Shawbills needs a membership where they call the Terrios, they call your children like everyone, hey, it's time to come in.
Yeah.
Shawbill's Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. Martin, I'm giving you free advice here, Martin. Membership where you call the Terrios for the
Terrio special.
Where you call people.
Only costs $10,000 a month, and I'd still be getting it cheap.
ShawBillsTire.com. Shawbills, we keep you rolling. All right, it's after further review. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll come back. Maybe if Alondra found the Anthony Davis stuff, we'll do that next. Stay here at AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by the Watermark and the Renaissance. Watermark Downtown, Renaissance Southtown, the Watermark Baton Rouge. Hey, next weekend, LSU baseball finally is back home after 2 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks between home series. Maybe you have someone coming in town. Oh, we're going to a game, by the way, next Friday. Remember?
Okay.
We're going to a game next Friday.
Okay, cool.
But if you've got people coming in town for the series, or maybe you're starting to plan for football season, you know people are coming in town, book your room at Watermark Baton Rouge. It's the premier hotel property in Baton Rouge. And the convenience from Watermark, which is at Convention and 3rd, the corner of Convention and 3rd downtown, the convenience to LSU is, you can be there in 5 minutes. You hop right on Nicholson and you're, boom, right into campus by Tiger Stadium or by the box. And you get all the amazing amenities. It's walkable to everything downtown, the sites, the historic venues, great restaurants and bars, and a great place to host any event. It's Watermark Baton Rouge.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs.
Hey, does Konnor Griffin stink? He's hitting only 143. Pirates gave that kid $140 million, idiots.
They could have gave him $200 million, and it would have been about right. I mean,
that's amazing, dude. He was an LSU signee. He's from Mississippi. We were talking in the break.
He'd be a sophomore this year.
I know, man. It's unbelievable. And his, the average is not going to be good this year. It's just not. Or a 19-year-old trying to hit major league pitching, but the productivity defensively, his speed, his ability on the base path, he's going to make them better in so many ways, even if it's not in bat and ninth, wherever you want to hit him, it doesn't matter. But he's going to get better as a result of, instead of going and crushing Double-A pitching. The Pirates are not training Konnor Griffin to hit minor league pitching. They're training him to be a perennial all-star, Hall of Fame type player. It's crazy. Jay had him committed and signed at LSU, and at 19, he's already signed a $140 million contract. I talked to a mutual friend of ours who's a scout who told me, do you remember we had Konnor Griffin on this show when he committed to LSU? So that was 3-4 years ago, whatever that was. So Konnor Griffin came on the show with you and me on a Friday. We can go pull up that interview, but so that would have been, he would have been, 15, 16. And I had a scout tell me who saw him early when he was 13, when Konnor Griffin was 13, 14, said he is Josh Hamilton, Bryce Harper. That's what he is. He's one of those. If you redrafted, he would have gone 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
If you redraft now.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing to see. So
I had the pleasure of seeing Bryce Harper like his rookie year and Mike Trout. And the one that I think he's more Trout. I think he's a little bit bigger version. I think he's a mixture of like Trout and A-Rod. The speed of Trout, because he's sneaky really fast.
Yeah, Trout is fast for a dude that is so yoked. And Griffin's similar. Griffin's 6'3", 220.
He's going to be a similar size. But like playing shortstop, which is A-Rod. A-Rod doesn't really get the love that he deserves, but like A-Rod is a big, giant shortstop. Yeah. And that's what Konnor Griffin is.
That was the Cal Ripken influence, right? So Cal,
but athletic.
Yeah, Cal Ripken, exactly. Cal changed the mold. He showed you could be 6'4", 6'5", and be a shortstop. And so A-Rod and Jeter and a lot of the bigger shortstops that followed. And Konnor Griffin at 6'3". I mean, it was the Ozzie Smiths, right? Forever. It was the smaller guys. But
Omar Vizquel.
I mean, so many of those great defensive players.
So if y'all can lock in and watch one of these games, I've been on him. I've been watching.
I mean, I watch so little National League baseball. We were talking about the break. Like I watch the Yankees, so I get to see whoever the Yankees play.
When does Paul pitch? Let me see.
He pitched this week. They play the Cubs tomorrow. The Pirates and the Cubs play tomorrow. So you see Bregman against Konnor Griffin, and I don't know if Skeens is going to pitch in this series. Let me see. I can look at the matchups for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Ashcraft's pitching against Cabrera tomorrow. So, you can. Are you looking up the rotation?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I can tell you in 1 second.
Let's see here. No, Bubba Chandler. I think they miss him.
Yeah, Skeens will be the first game against Washington. So they go Ashcraft, Chandler, then Skeens on Monday. So they'll miss him. But if Dylan Cruz is up, he could pitch against Washington. Skeens, Cruz, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
What's going on with Dylan?
Man, it's a tough transition. He did make some swing changes last year. When you listen to all the coaches around you and you're a people pleaser, which Dylan is, he's a great kid. He's going to take advice. He's going to listen. But you have to, at some point, like, be able to just go, hey, this is how I hit, and this is what works for me. And I think a little bit of that happened with Dylan, where he came back last year and you know this, but I was working with a few of the guys defensively at LSU, and he was hitting this fall, and, like, the bat was laying back. It was a very weird – they had changed something, and it didn't look right and wasn't quite working for him. So – I think he'll be good, man. He just needs to get some confidence and get back up there. I mean, he's supposed to be the face of that franchise, and the moment's not too big for him. He's in a great mental state. We actually text back and forth last week a little bit, and I talked to him right before he left, and he was excited to go and healthy and feeling good. So we'll see, but
yeah, the injury slowed him last year.
That and look, man, it's hard. It's a hard transition. I mean, it really is. There's a lot of variables that people don't think about.
You told me when you were in the minors, they tried to make you a switch hitter.
Mm-hmm.
How much did that set you back?
A year and a half.
You did 4 years in the minors?
Yeah, three and a half, and then I went back for another half. Not a half, probably like 2 months. They did, and look, coaches think they're doing what's right. They're not trying to hurt you. Yeah. They're trying to help, but. I mean, for me, it was like, hey, listen, this is what I'm good at. Just let me do this. And it took me maturing, getting married, having a kid to just say, you know what? I don't care what y'all say. This is what I do, and this is how I can help you. And Dylan's right there on that path. So
we're brought to you by Arco Power Systems, ARCCO, Arco.com. By the way, we will talk LSU Ole Miss here in 15 minutes after the top of the hour. We're going to get to Ask Ryan in just a smidge, but I got to remind you about Arco Power Systems. We talk all the time about home standby generators, right? Generator power for your home. What about for your business? Well, that's what Arco does. This is not for your home. Arco is industrial generator power for your business. And they're all over Louisiana, Mississippi, over east to Mobile, west into Texas, all the way to San Antonio, north all the way up to Little Rock. So draw a big circle. Anywhere in that footprint, Arco can serve you and your business. Industrial generator power, Arco.com, ARCCO. It's Arco Power Systems. No matter size, scale, scope of your business, commercial, industrial facility, if the power goes out, you need industrial generator power, you need Arco Power Systems, ARCCO, Arco.com, Arco.com. The LSU Tigers are going to take on Ole Miss this weekend. So, again, we'll get to that preview coming up right after the top of the hour. LSU did announce formally today Johnny Jones been re-added to the staff. You excited about that?
I love Johnny Jones. Yeah, heck yeah.
What do you think about Will Wade's staff so far? We reported earlier today Damon Stoudemire on campus. I'm told that they're expecting that deal is going to get done. I think Jeff Goodman just tweeted that he's expecting it. So beat Jeff Goodman on that one. But in any event, it looks like that's going to get done too. So thought on the staff Will Wade's putting together?
I think Johnny, obviously, just because I'm so familiar with him, it's exciting to get him back. I think I like the familiarity of the region, of the area, of the kids around here. Yeah, I mean, the game has changed so much from when Johnny was here and then even before that. Yeah, it's important, but ultimately it comes down to the interview you had a couple days ago with Verge, and resources and I don't know, a new arena. I mean, there's a lot of things I think that are going to determine that success.
Johnny Jones is 65 years old. Rick Stansberry is also on staff, who is also in his 60s. He's 66. So you got an older staff and two very experienced, established SEC head coaches. And now Damon Stoudemire brings a little youth to the staff. And they'll likely add one more full-time staffer. So as that becomes official, we'll let you know. I did reach out to Johnny today. We'll see if we can get him on the show. Hopefully early next week we'll be able to do that. But excited to have Johnny back at LSU. All right, it's After Further Review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 2 with Ask Ryan. Stay here.
AFR.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential. Think real estate. Think Darren James. Agent225.com. Agent225.com. If you ever stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, or if you ever vacationed at Disney, you know so much of what they preach to all of their employees is the experience, right? Like at Disney, did you know like one of the characters, if they hug a child, they're not allowed to let go until the child does? Like if any park employee sees if a child drops their ice cream and they cry, like a park employee sees it, they're supposed to get them a new ice cream and bring it to them. Like you're not allowed to have a bad experience. That's the same mindset Darren brings to real estate, which is generally surveyed as one of the most stressful experiences in people's lives, is moving. Not with Darren James. Agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona. Presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio. Presented by Alpha Customs.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Terrio's here. Do Ask Ryan. Email us, tweet us, text us your question, the 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Maybe you can always use the station text line as well. That's 499-1045. Go a little loud. Go up a little bit on there. Go up a little there. Yep. All right, here we go. Chris Broussard said, I can't hit a golf ball straight.
I can't.
That's why you don't like golf.
Maybe. Could have something to do with it.
Sean said there is no DTD. Ryan got mossed.
I gotta look this up.
There is no DTD. Rose said, please tell Fred Rayford South 10th Street needs total resurfacing, not just random patches. Hey, we are not we are not the place here where we're taking your requests for road improvements and whatnot. DPW, Department of Public Works. For you, that was Fred Rayford was over DPW. Maybe they've renamed it, but that was it forever, was DPW, the Department of Public Works. Potholes, stop signs, all that sort of stuff. Ray says, Ask Ryan, my 5-year-old grandson plays baseball in the yard, not on a team. He changes what side he bats from without noticing. Should I start working with him or let it ride? He's a lefty by birth.
Switch hitting's tough. I would just make him a left-hand hitter if you can.
Mark said LSU's got to be the first program to hire 2 coaches that were previously fired from the university, but I think it's great.
I do too. I love that.
Well, wait. Will and Johnny. Both. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, someone did correctly bring up James Craig. James Craig was fired for cause, sued LSU, won. LSU won on appeal, and now they've rehired him with Lane because nobody's telling Lane no on anything. Thomas asked Ryan, lemon cookie situation. So he's talking about Erica would make lemon cookies for whiskey and wine when T-Bob and I would go to Don Juan. And very popular. I love them. She has not made lemon cookies in more than a year, like since the last whiskey and wine with T-Bob. So I love lemon cookies that my wife makes, and she still has not made them. She's like, that was for T-Bob.
Oh, wow.
I know. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, dang, Erica.
I know, right?
All right.
Ask Ryan, does the weekend golfer feed his family, or does the weekend hunter and fisherman?
It's facts, bro.
What's facts?
The weekend hunter and fisherman's feeding his family.
Um,
Golfer's feeding his ego.
or maybe you go fish and you don't catch anything. Or how many times you sit in the deer stand and don't shoot anything?
Never happens.
AFR.
Brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center, 924-2020, 924-2020, 924-2020. You want to see 2020? Call 924-2020. Or maybe you can just be like Ryan, put those stupid glasses on the end of your nose, hold the paper away from face like that. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, here we go. Somebody got a flashlight on their phone so I can see? Yeah.
Magnifying glass.
Tell you what I'll never do. That. Dr. Blake did my LASIK 8 years ago. September will be 8 years. Never going back. People say, oh, LASIK wears off. No, it doesn't. LASIK changes the shape of your eye. What can happen is LASIK only actually addresses about 10% of your eye. The other 90% can continue aging, so you could eventually have other issues. So maybe you need a custom lens replacement. But the point is, no matter your age or refractive issue, the Williamson Eye Center has some option for you so you can get rid of the contacts and glasses forever. So you don't look like Ryan doing this. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, I can't see it. WilliamsonEye.com.